life, I feel crazy. The world is spinning around me. What's happening? You have 4 eyes. I have 2 fingers.
If you thought you'd seen it all, think again. Because when 50 Cent dropped the footage, the entire internet damn near blacked out. Not rumors, not speculation. Footage. Diddy, Justin Bieber, alone, in a room, late night, no crew, no cameras except the 150 had. And the twist? New for months. And didn't say a word. The video is grainy, quiet, but undeniable. One man pouring champagne, the other giggling, shirtless, saying, "We're really doing this?" It's not just scandalous. It's sexual. It's suspicious. And yeah, it's got LGBT undertones people are not ready for. And here's where it gets twisted. If you were Meek, and your mentor pulled you aside and said, "Keep this quiet, or it's over for you," would you stay silent or burn the whole house down? The internet couldn't believe it. And you won't either. Let's break it all down, and trust me, it gets uglier. Bro said too much, and they got him. This wasn't a rumor. This wasn't a blurry blog post or some recycled Reddit theory. This was footage. Real. Sharp. And posted by none other than 50 Cent himself. No warning. No promo. Just an encrypted link shared on a late-night live stream. And boom, the world stopped breathing. On screen, Diddy, Justin Bieber, in a luxury suite. Robes, champagne, dim lights. No one else in the room, except the camera. And the sound. You ready for this? That's what Diddy says. Bieber nods, then leans forward. Nervous? Maybe. Curious? Definitely. But either way, he's there. And Meek Mill? He knew about this. He saw it. And he hid it. Let's go back to where it started. A few months ago, insiders started whispering about a strange shift in Meek Mill's energy. He was ghosting interviews, pulling out of public appearances, tweeting cryptic stuff like, "Keep your loyalty. I seen what that gets you." And fans thought it was just more label drama, until one insider dropped this message in a gossip chat room. Meek got something on Puff, but he's too scared to say it. And it ain't just about music. Then came the audio leaks. Clips where voices, distorted but familiar, talked about a private night with a young pop star.
King son. Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
One voice allegedly said, the kid didn't even know what he was walking into. Nobody named names. But then 50 Cent went live. He looked at the camera, smirked, and said, "I got a lil clip for y'all. Puff been acting wild. But this one? Y'all ain't ready for this." And the room exploded. Because when that clip aired, for exactly 21 seconds, you saw Justin Bieber reclining on a velvet couch, shirt halfway open, sipping from a glass while Diddy kneeled in front of him, talking low, real low. The audio wasn't clear, but one phrase stood out. "Don't worry, Meek said it's all good." Boom. That was it. The thread unraveled. Meek wasn't just a witness. He was the gatekeeper. Now, let's rewind to Miami, 2024. Diddy throws one of his healing weekends, the ones with NDAs thicker than Bible pages and zero press allowed. But every time someone leaks. That weekend, Justin Bieber was spotted landing on a private jet, no Haley, no pastor, no manager, just him and a mystery duffel bag. Fans caught blurry photos of him entering the compound. No press coverage. No story in TMZ. Which was weird, because Justin never moves in silence. But he was quiet until he wasn't. That's when Nicki Minaj popped into the narrative. She was on a panel the week after, and someone casually mentioned Bieber and Diddy chilling in Miami. Nicki raised an eyebrow, smiled cold, and said, "Oh, they were chillin' all right." Audience laughed. But now? That comment hits different. Because according to a leaked DM from a former event staffer, Nicki knew what happened in that room. The message read, "Nicki told Meek to stay away after what she saw. He didn't listen. And now he's caught in the middle." Caught how? Let's talk about the footage again. The full video wasn't posted by 50, just a teaser. But the teaser alone showed enough. A closed door, Bieber biting his lip, Diddy whispering, and Meek's name being used as approval. People started asking, why would Meek vouch for this? Was he in on it? Or was he trying to protect himself? Then came the second layer of the drama. Power, control, and silence. Another leak, this time a fake invoice from a luxury security firm, showed charges for audio suppression, device jamming, and entry-level facial blur software. The listed client? A shell company known to be tied to Combs Global. That same weekend. That same location. And guess who else checked in for one night? Meek Mill. No photos. No press. Just a timestamped security log and a video thumbnail showing someone in a red hoodie walking down the same hallway Bieber was later seen entering. So now we have Meek Mill at the scene, Justin Bieber in the suite, Diddy holding the power, and 50 Cent with the receipts. But let's pause. Because at the center of this story is one thing. Silence. Why did Meek stay quiet? What did he owe Diddy? Or was there more? A threat, a deal, or even something worse? Sources say Meek had a private meeting with Diddy the day after the footage was allegedly recorded. No photos. No phones. Just a 2-hour conversation behind closed doors. And after that, Meek stopped posting about freedom, stopped tweeting about loyalty, and started acting paranoid. A fan caught him whispering at a gas station, refusing to take pictures. One said, he looked scared, like someone was watching him. Maybe someone was. Because the video that surfaced the 150 leaked was just the beginning. According to new leaks, there are multiple clips. Not just Bieber. Not just Meek. Others. But the one thing they all have in common? Diddy. And a hidden camera. Now, let's be clear. Nothing's been confirmed. No one's pressing charges. Yet. But insiders say there's a reason 50 posted that video, and a reason Meek didn't stop him. Because what came next? Even Diddy's closest allies didn't expect. The silence didn't last long. Within 12 hours of 50 Cent posting the teaser clip, the internet did what it does best, dug deeper. And what they found made it very clear. This wasn't an accident. This wasn't a one-time hangout. This was a pattern. And the center of that pattern? Meek Mill. Because while Diddy's name was all over the footage and Justin Bieber was clearly visible in that dimly lit room, fans couldn't get over one detail. Don't worry, Meek said it's all good. Wait, what? So Meek wasn't just a bystander. He was the go-ahead? The middleman? The guy vouching for whatever was about to happen between Diddy and Justin Bieber? That's when social media lit up. TikTok threads broke it down frame by frame. YouTubers zoomed into shadows. Reddit posts analyzed lip movement. And suddenly, everyone was asking the same question. Why would Meek Mill co-sign something this weird? Then it hit. A now-deleted message surfaced from a fake Meek fan account, posted months ago. Man did what he had to do. You think you get industry favors without bending something? Commenters froze. Was that metaphorical or literal? Now, enter Nicki Minaj. She hadn't said a word since the footage dropped. But let's not forget, she'd been quietly signaling for months. There was the infamous clip from a Fashion Week after-party, where Diddy tried to hug her and she backed up with a fake smile. There was the interview where she was asked about rap legends and she purposely skipped over Diddy's name. And, of course, the way I've seen some of y'all be used, you should have kept that wig on instead. Fans thought it was shade toward a stylist. Now, it reads like a coded message. especially when a close friend of Nicki's, who asked to stay anonymous, DM'd a gossip blogger this. She saw something during the Meek years. She never told the full story, but it involved Puff, and it shook her. So now people are piecing together an entirely different narrative. Nicki was there when Meek first got involved. She warned him, but he didn't listen. She's been dropping silent clues ever since. And now, she's ready to speak. At 2:17 a.m., Nicki Minaj posted a black square to her IG story with 3 words. Check the hallway. Fans didn't get it at first. Then someone remembered. In 50's teaser clip, there's a hallway mirror in the background. And in that mirror, a reflection. Fuzzy. Fast. But unmistakable. Meek Mill, walking past the room. Looking in. Stopping. And then disappearing. That was the moment everything broke. Because it meant Meek saw what was happening, or at least enough to know. And yet he said nothing. Why? Now a few theories started gaining traction. Blackmail. Some insiders claimed Diddy had footage of Meek from a previous retreat, something Meek didn't want public. That clip never leaked, but it was enough to keep Meek loyal. Payoff. There's a financial trail. Invoices show a sudden wire transfer from a shell company to a consulting group tied to Meek's circle right after the Bieber weekend. $240,000. Marked as creative clearance. Fear. Let's be real. You cross Diddy, you disappear, at least from the A-list. And Meek? He'd been fighting for his industry seat for years. Maybe this was the price to stay in. Whatever the reason, fans were done giving him the benefit of the doubt. One viral tweet said, Meek ain't innocent. He held the camera or he held the door. Either way, he was part of it. Then came the final blow. 50 Cent dropped another bombshell on IG. This time, a voice note. That kid ain't know what was going on. Meek vouched for it. I told Puff this ain't how we do business. And the voice. It wasn't 50. It was another rapper. Voice not confirmed, but fans swear it was French Montana. If true, that means multiple artists knew. Multiple artists were watching this play out from the sidelines. And only 50 had the balls to post it. Now, let's talk Justin Bieber. Because while this story started with Diddy, it's Bieber who's quietly becoming the centerpiece. After the footage leak, Bieber went completely dark. No press. No music. No Hailey. No paparazzi sightings. But then the new photo leaked. Private plane. Black hoodie. Sunglasses. A single caption on the photo file. Back from the compound. Fans lost it. The caption matched a phrase from a previous Diddy retreat invitation where guests were asked to disconnect, detox, and come back from the compound. So it's real. Bieber was there. Bieber got caught. And now Bieber is in hiding. A former assistant of Diddy, now turned whistleblower, posted a chilling message in an underground gossip forum. Justin didn't know what he was walking into, but Meek did. Just when the dust seemed to settle, another name popped up. A name no one expected. Someone so far removed from all this, it made jaws drop. And once fans found out who, the scandal exploded into something even bigger. Because sometimes it's not just the footage. Sometimes it's who leaked it. And why. The internet thought it had seen everything until the leaker's identity dropped. No, it wasn't 50 Cent. Not Nicki Minaj. Not even French Montana. The person who released the uncut version of the footage wasn't a rapper, wasn't a blog, wasn't some anonymous hacker. It was someone from inside Diddy's world. Someone from the family. Someone who grew up behind those estate gates, who saw everything from the beginning but stayed quiet until now. The final leak, a full 8-minute clip titled Red Room 003, verified, MP4, came from a burner account linked back to Justin Combs. Yeah, Diddy's own son. The betrayal hit harder than anything else in the saga. Because if Justin leaked the video, if he willingly exposed his own father, then this wasn't just about scandal. It was about revenge. Sources close to Justin claim he was done protecting a legacy built on fear. In the leaked footage, Justin left a silent clue, a frame of his initials etched into the corner of the mirror. almost like a signature. Fans were stunned. A son taking down his father to protect the victims? Or maybe to protect himself from being the next name dragged into the darkness. Immediately after the leak, Diddy's inner circle went into full collapse mode. Cease and desist letters were fired off like missiles. A source inside Revolt Media said the CEO's phone was on fire for 36 hours straight. Lawyers, PR agents, private investigators, all scrambling to do damage control. But it was too late. The footage had already spread. Screenshots were everywhere. And for the first time in decades, Diddy had no control. The man who'd built his brand on exclusivity and power was finally seeing his kingdom crack from the inside out. Meek Mill, meanwhile, went into full lockdown. No tweets, no videos, no denials, just silence. And that silence? Louder than any confession. Fans started turning on him, not because he was caught in the act, but because he let it happen. The phrase "he saw and stayed quiet" started trending. One viral comment read, "Meek wasn't a victim. He was a gatekeeper." That was the tone now. No more excuses, no more sympathy. And then there was Justin Bieber. His team finally broke the silence. A tightly worded statement was released via a third-party publicist. Mr. Bieber was misled regarding the nature of the event. He has taken steps to ensure he is never placed in such compromising positions again. In other words, he got played. Hard. And while his fans flooded the comments with support, the damage to his brand was already visible. Bookings dropped. Brands paused deals. The clean image? Gone. But amid the fallout, Nicki Minaj dropped the final blow without saying a single word. She posted one photo. Just one. It was a screenshot of the leaked footage paused at the moment Diddy walks into the room, champagne in hand. Her caption? "You see it now." That was it. And with that, the entire narrative shifted. She knew. She always knew. And she waited for the world to catch up. The final twist came hours later when another anonymous email was sent to several gossip outlets. It contained one last piece of the puzzle, a still image. Blurry, but enough to recognize three figures: Diddy, Bieber, and a third person, now confirmed to be Cassie. She wasn't just a survivor. She was a witness. Possibly even the one who helped Justin Combs access the tapes in the first place. And then she vanished again. So here we are. A video nobody was supposed to see. A circle of silence broken from the inside. A son turning on his father. A superstar caught off guard. A queen standing tall. And a rapper who hid the truth for reasons we may never fully understand. Diddy's empire didn't fall because of a court case or a diss track. It collapsed because too many secrets were stored on too many tapes, and eventually one of them played. Did Meek stay quiet out of fear? Did Justin Bieber walk into something darker than a party invite? Did Nicki try to warn us all along and no one listened? And what about Justin Combs? Was this his act of rebellion? Or revenge? The lines are blurred. The rooms were locked. But the secrets? They leaked anyway. And you have to ask yourself, if you had seen that footage, would you leak it? Would you risk your career? Your image? Your whole future? Or would you play it safe and hope no one ever finds out? This isn't just celebrity gossip. This is about power, silence, and control. And what happens when the wrong people finally get exposed. So now we turn it over to you. What do you think happened behind those doors? Was it all consensual, or something much darker? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't hold back. And hit that subscribe button, because the story, it's far from over. More names, more footage, and way more secrets coming soon. This is Celebrity Press, where the cameras never turn off.